Like an angel in the morning, shooting star across the night. The most beautiful girl I've seen in all my life. Every second spent with you is like a day that starts brand new. Girl, I'm so amazed at all the things you do. Yes, I wanna build my whole world around you. So I promise you forever and for always. For me, all over me, or let me alive. I will love you forever. Yeah, for me, all over me, or let me alive. I will love you forever. I hear music in your words and in the way you call my name. When you're by my side, I can't do anything. You're my best friend, you're my lover. Without you, no one else would do. Through thick and thin, I know we'll make it true. Yes, I wanna build my whole world around you. So I promise you forever and for always. Yeah, you are my sunshine, baby. Don't you go away. Yeah, I want me, all over me, already alive. Say I will love you forever. Yeah, I want me, all over me, already alive. I will love you forever. My baby, you are my sunshine, my love and my essence. There's no one like you. My baby, you are my sunshine, my love and my essence. There's no one like you. You are me, all over me, already alive. Say I will love you forever. Oh, you are me, all over me, already alive. Say I will love you forever. My sugar, my honey, my lover, I will love you forever. My baby, my lover, and my best friend, I will love you forever. I place no woman above you. I will love you forever. I promise to always love you, baby. I will love you forever. And there's no one other girl to love. I will love you forevermore. Ever and ever and evermore. I will love you forever. Cause you are my baby, my sunshine. I will love you forever. And when there's nothing more to say, I will love you forever. Forever and ever and ever and ever. Like an angel in the morning, shooting star across the night. The most beautiful girl I've seen in all my life. Every second spent with you is like a day that starts brand new. Girl, I'm so amazed at all the things you do. Yes, I wanna build my whole world around you. So I promise you forever and for always. Already alive, I will love you forever. I hear music in your words and in the way you call my name. When you're by my side, I can't do anything. You're my best friend, you're my lover. Without you, no one else would do. Through thick and thin, I know we'll make it true. Yes, I wanna build my whole world around you. So I promise you forever and for always. Yeah, you are my sunshine, baby. Don't you go away. Yeah, I won't be all over me. Already alive. Say I will love you forever. Yeah, I won't be all over me. Already alive. I will love you forever. My baby, you are my sunshine, my love and my essence. There's no one like you. My baby, you are my sunshine, my love and my essence. There's no one like you. You are me, all over me, already alive. Say I will love you forever. My sugar, my honey, my lover, I will love you forever. My baby, my lover, and my best friend, I will love you forever. I place no woman above you, I will love you forever. I promise to always love you, baby, I will love you forever. And there's no one other girl to love, I will love you forevermore. And ever and ever and evermore, I will love you forever. Cause you are my baby, my sunshine, I will love you forever. And when there's nothing more to say, I will love you forever. Forever and ever.
All right, good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining tonight. You're welcome to another edition of Anatomy of Relationship and Marriage. We are in episode 27, and we are in the fourth subtopic, the predisposition. The predisposition has been comparing the disposition of male and female. And we've been talking about the fact that the reason why there's so much rate of divorce is because men do not understand women, women do not understand men. So there is confusion in the home, and this is making life difficult for everyone. The youth of this generation are faced with the great challenge of choosing a life partner. Many have followed practices and not principles, and this has led to a situation where you have a high rate of divorce and paternity fraud in many marriages. So the goal of this program is to help everyone that will be part of this to get it right in this critical area of their lives. You will hear some uncommon ideas about marriage in this series, but please know that these are based on research, they are based on scriptures, they are based on science, they are based on principles, and they will help you align with the current reality of our times. Listen with an open mind and also go back to check some of the thoughts that have been shared in order to see if those things were so. In order to see if those things were so. All right, so today we're continuing from where we left off. You know, there was a story in the Bible, and it was the story of Hagar as a house help in the house of Abraham. In the house of Abraham. God specifically told Abraham to listen to his wife on that issue. The wife wanted Hagar to leave, and God told Abraham, listen to your wife. Listen to your wife. Listen to your wife. If you are not married, please, I beg you, listen to your wife. It will save you a lot of headache, to save you a lot of problem, because of the kind of intuition that women have. Listen to your wife. But you must also marry a woman that loves you truly, so that when he's advising, it's not for a selfish reason, it's because she truly loves you. I remember my mentor told me 3 rules of marriage. These 3 rules of marriage, he said he learned it after 9 years of marriage. Sorry, after 7 years of marriage. Rule number 1, listen to what your wife is saying. Rule number 2, listen to what your wife is saying. Rule number 3, don't forget rule number 1 and number 2. As long as it is not destiny sensitive. As long as it is not destiny sensitive. The fact that God told Abraham to listen to what the wife is saying and do something about it is because God understands that your house can be very hot, uncomfortable, can be a place of stress for your life if your wife is not happy. Your house, your home can be a place of stress for your life if your wife is not happy. So God told Abraham, hear what your wife is saying. Listen to what he's saying. Hear him. God knows the nature of women. And it ensures that we are partner in the relationship so that they can support as either the help only God can provide. That is the word that is used to describe Eve. The kind of help that only God can provide. Either. In the New Testament, that will be interpreted as Parakletos. That is a kind of Holy Spirit. That's a kind of Holy Spirit. That's let you know how important your wife is and why you must listen to them. The reason why a man must listen to the wife for peace to reign in marriage is because men see things in general. Men only see important things in life. General overview. But women see in details, fine details. Women see in details, fine details that you are not conscious of as a man. So ladies, you need to understand why the man is not seeing your new hairstyle. He's not seeing your new clothing. He's not seeing the way you are dressing. And sometimes his attention has to be drawn to it. Why? It's because of his nature. It's because of his nature. He doesn't see in detail the way you see. The man does not see in detail the way the women see. And many women are not aware of this. That's why some women will say, how can he say he didn't see it? How can he say he didn't see it? How can you say that? You are lying. You see, you saw. Look, each time I have to do this particular program, just make it come alive to me again and again. The reason why
our home, many homes are stressed again and again. Why many homes are stressed? It makes it come alive again and again and again. Men and women don't see the same way. Men see general, summary. Women see details. The devil is in the details. So, do you know that unfortunately, men believe that they are seeing everything, even though they don't see the details. They don't have eye for the details, but they believe they are seeing everything. Men therefore see clearly enough and distinctly enough to be able to take quick decision. Quick decision. This is a great quality that makes a man to be more effective as the head of the family. He's able to take quick decision, unlike the women. They don't see clearly enough. They don't see clearly enough. They don't see clearly enough. Can you see? See the way men see. Men see clearly enough, and they can take quick decision. Women don't see clearly enough, and it makes it to take time for them to take decision. It makes it to take time for them to take quick decision. Why men see color just as a color, the women see like different shade of that color. They don't just see the color, they also feel the color. Women are very intuitive. This intuition can save you from a lot of trouble. Ladies, men, guys, you need a lot of humility to be able to benefit from the intuition of your wife. And I'm a living testimony of that. You need a lot of humility to be able to benefit immensely from the intuition of your wife. And I must confess, I personally learned this in a very hard way. The devil is in the detail. This is the strength of ladies. And this does not mean they are petty, like some people think. Some people feel ladies are petty. This is not pettiness. This is not pettiness. The fact that they have eye for the detail does not mean they are petty. They just see a lot more deeply than the way a man sees. Men say what they think about a particular information, while women say what they feel about the same information. Men say what they think about it. So you just saw someone, and maybe you want to do something with that person. You think you should go ahead. You are using your brain. The woman feels we should not go ahead. We should not go ahead. He feels we should not go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, if you get right, clear understanding between men and women, I tell you, you see this thing that is causing a lot of separation in many families now, they call it irreconcilable differences. You see that thing they call irreconcilable differences? You will not have it. I can assure you, you will not experience it. Irreconcilable differences. Let me show you a picture. You are in the supermarket. You want to buy shampoo. See what you see. A man sees shampoo. See what the man sees. It is a shampoo. That's all the man sees. It is a shampoo. That's all the man sees. The man only sees shampoo. See what the woman sees. The woman sees the effectiveness of the shampoo, the brand of the shampoo, the smell of the shampoo. What does it do to the air? What are the ingredients they use? What is the color of the shampoo? What is the quality of the shampoo? What is the design of the shampoo? What are the recommendations of the shampoo? What are the reviews on the shampoo? What are the quality of the shampoo? What is the popularity?
Do you see what the woman is thinking about that shampoo? The man want to buy shampoo. He just pick up the shampoo. Na shampoo now. No be shampoo. Na shampoo now. Shampoo now. But what the woman sees is entirely different. What the woman sees is entirely different. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a good understanding of the way a woman sees, do you see these irreconcilable differences? You know that sometimes there are issues, there is an issue that happens, and sometimes you just need to keep your cool. Let her be. She wants it, let her have her way. Let her have her way, as long as it's not destiny sensitive. You will enjoy a lot of peace in your home if you don't have to be arguing with your wife, particularly on issues that are not destiny sensitive. And I'm using the word destiny sensitive. A decision to relocate abroad is destiny sensitive. A decision to do a particular job or business is destiny sensitive. A decision to buy one type of soap or one type of toothpaste or one type of shampoo or one type of clothes, those are not destiny sensitive decisions. So there's some decisions that are not destiny sensitive. They're not destiny sensitive. How does men and women buy, for example? See the example of that shampoo. Whereas men are only seeing the shampoo written on the body and then go and buy. Women are seeing a lot of things. The reviews, the quality, the smell, the brand, the design, the color. That is why they take a lot of time in shopping, while men always are in a hurry to leave. I learned this the hard way. You know, nowadays, I just find something to engage myself in the supermarket while my wife is shopping. Because he will look at it, he will check it, he will look at it, he will check it, he will look at it, he will check it, he will drop it, he will check it out, he will drop it, he will check it out. Me, what do I want to buy? This one. I just pick it. If you're in a hurry, you know, before, when we're going out, if you want to leave by 9, I will say we're leaving by 9. We might be leaving by 9:30 or even 10. So now, if we're leaving by 10, I will say, let's leave by 9. I know we will not be able to leave by 9, but at least by 9, we are now late, right? So it will be faster. So by 10, we'll be ready to go. So I factored that into my schedule. Why? There's no point complaining. It's their nature. When you want to dress up, you just go and pick. They will check. I wore this one last week. Okay, now I'm wearing this, I'm carrying this back. Okay, this is better. Oh, no, that one. Sometimes they will say, I don't even have clothes I will wear. And the wardrobe is full of clothes. If you don't understand the nature of women, guys, you will have issues. You hear irreconcilable differences? Irreconcilable differences? Irreconcilable differences? What they are telling you, are not hearing is, I don't understand my wife or women well enough. I don't understand my wife or women well enough. This is why it takes a lot of time for them to shop. And they go shopping. It takes time. Women are better assistants and also manage well in business. And hence, they should be engaged in middle management. And I realize, banks realize this. Most banks, their middle management people are mostly women, but their top management are mostly men. Top management require a lot of quick decision. Middle management, the devil is in the detail. The devil, most branch manager of bank are women. Most that I know as a banker, ex-banker, women, even till now. Women, they reduce the chance of losses of those banks. They also have intuition. Sometimes they don't feel like giving that man the loan. They don't just feel like giving it. So they'll give one excuse and will not give the loan. Many banks have mastered this. So you see more women as branch managers because they're able to see the details. Men are in the upper management because that place requires quick decision to move the bank forward. This is why some men are always having issue with their women. If women is their supervisor, they're having issues. Because men live a summarized life, women live a detailed life. Men live a summarized life, women live a detailed life. Ladies and gentlemen, to have peace in your home, to have peace in your life, to have peace at work and in ministry, if you are going to be able to fulfill your calling in life, if you are going to be able to have a peaceful home, you must have a good understanding of the difference between men and women. You must have a good understanding of the difference or differences between men and women. Have you ever wondered why men are not often interested in helping their women in the kitchen or in doing house chores? Men are not always interested. This is not to say that that is right, but I'm talking about the nature of the men. That's not right. If your wife is dying under so much effort work, do something about it. If you can't help, you're busy, get someone to assist her. Get someone to assist her. Get someone to assist her. The reason why men are not interested is because men are adventurous. They are hunters. They are go-getters. They are in their element when they go to work and not when they are doing house chores. They are in their element when they go to work. A woman is in her element when she gets back home. The home is her domain. The home is her territory. The home is her domain. The home is her... So they derive maximum pleasure from the house chores because it's caring for the family. They derive pleasure in caring. That's why, you know what I discovered? Whenever there's a separation or divorce, most of the time, not all the time, is the fault of the man. Women naturally want to keep their space. They want to keep the home. They want to keep that territory. So they don't want to lose it. That's why some women find it difficult to leave and they kill them in the home because the man is violent and the woman doesn't want to leave. You know, because the home is their zone. They want to keep the family. They want to support the family. So leaving their home is tough. It's tough. The mentality of a man is to be able to achieve the goal. He's a go-getter. It's not to make the home, but to work, to conquer, to subdue, to provide. But the woman make the home. Women gain more satisfaction from making the home, from doing the house chores. Even though the woman might be successful at work, she still wants to do the work at home. She still wants to support the family. Even if she has house help, she still wants to do some things herself. Therefore, ladies need to be well appreciated and supported for doing this. Men derive more joy and satisfaction in their trade, in their job, in their business, in their achievement in life. Men derive more satisfaction in their trade, in their job, in their business, in their satisfaction in life. But women derive more joy in their home. In their home. In their home. In their home. Why women will rather compete based on how they have built their home,
Men would rather compete based on their achievement in the workplace to balance this up. Men knowing that the joy of the women is coming from home front should therefore either help the wife directly where required or hire someone to assist in doing that job. On the other hand, the woman also needs to help the husband in his drive for achievement of his goal by making the home comfortable so that the man can think, so that the man can plan. So the man does not need the nagging. The man does not need the nagging. The man does not need the complaining. The man wants peace. The man wants peace. The man wants peace in the home. He wants peace in the home. He wants peace in the home. He wants peace in the home, ladies. You know, ladies have a way of making the home hot for you to make your life difficult. You know, some men don't know that women are more powerful. Women are the owner of the home. They are more powerful. A man that does not know that is a very unwise, is an unwise man. It's an unwise man. Women are very powerful. They are in fact, if you don't know this as a man, know it today. Women are very powerful. They are not the one running the home. They are the one running the home. They are running the show. 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 Men are more emotionally stable than women. Men are more emotionally stable than women. So, an impartial decision should rest on the shoulder of the man. An impartial decision should rest on the shoulder of the man. This is because man's mind, feeling, and emotion and body are separated. Can you remember the picture I showed you before? Look at this. The mind, the body, the emotion, man, separated. The blue, the green, the red, the yellow. The mind, the emotion, the body, separated. The woman, together. Whatever affects the body, affects the mind. Whatever affects the mind, affects the body. Whatever affects the emotion, affects the body. Everything is interwoven. Everything is interwoven. So men are more emotionally stable than women. So sensitive decisions require logical thinking. Logical thinking. This explains the reason why women cry a lot and men are always surprised. Why is she crying? Why is she crying? However, please know that a man or a woman can train him or herself to depart from these natural tendencies. So you could see a man that have some of these traits of women, and you could see some women that have some of these traits of men. So whatever I'm saying is generally. Does not mean you cannot swing the other way. But I'm talking generally. I'm talking generally. Also, men love new experiences. They love new experiences. And always want to try something new. They are adventurous. And this is why men take more risk. This explains the reason why men are generally richer than women. Men are generally richer than women. Why? Women do not take risk as much as men. Women do not take risk as much as men. Women, on the other hand, they want peace. They want security. They want stability. They want protection. This makes them to be a lesser risk taker. So there is a balance in the combination of man and woman. So the man is not taking unnecessary risk and is not deciding not to take risk at all. So the wife is helping to balance it. The man is on this side, the woman is on this side. So the two of them find a way to balance it. So there's a balance in the combination of man and woman. When it comes to family investment, the wife helped the husband to be courteous. 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 The husband had to be very courteous. And the wife helped the husband to be cautious. To be cautious. So it won't take all the family investment go down the drain. Men love with their eyes. Men love with their eyes. They are provoked, aroused, intrigued, and tempted by whatever they see. So ladies, men will see you on the outside first before they begin to analyze your character. That's why ladies must dress well. Not exposing their body, but dress well. Before the man even gets close to analyze your character, he will see you first. He will see you first. And he loves with his eyes. His eyes is his problem. So ladies, be careful with your man. Try as much as possible to look very nice. So man is built to be easily seduced because they are the seed carrier. They will not carry out the job of planting the seed for procreation of man on the earth if they do not get easily aroused. They will not plant the seed and enhance procreation on the earth if they do not get easily aroused. If they are like women, that the arousal is internal. Let me show you what I showed you last week. You see the way the man is aroused? The man is either uninterested, interested, seduced. That's all for men. Uninterested, interested, seduced. Can you see the narrow part of interested because it becomes seduced? But for the women, uninterested, aroused, interested, excited, intrigued, engrossed, enthralled, tempted, aroused, before it became seduced. A man cannot be like this. If man is like this, there will not be procreation in this world. There won't be procreation. No procreation. Finito. No procreation in this world. If everybody is like this. The man is a seed carrier. So the man must plant the seed. So he's aroused by what he sees and is easily aroused by what he sees. Is easily aroused by what he sees. A man is built to be easily seduced. If they are not seduced by what they see, a man will be living in the same house with a wife for many years and he will not touch the woman. He will not touch the woman. He will be carried away with his work. He will not touch the woman. He will be carried away with his work. But because of the way the woman is made, the way man is made, if the woman, there are some clothing that is only made for the bedroom. If you wear that kind of clothing, the woman will see him, will see her. He will see her. And it's did by what she sees. So that's understanding the difference between man and woman is so important, ladies and gentlemen. Anytime you hear the news of separation, of divorce in our days, just know that 50 to 60% chance of this predisposition of men and women is a big problem. No wonder the Bible says, dwell with the women with understanding. Remember when I started? I told you about the father, God himself, when the wife of Abraham complained about Hagar, God told Abraham, send her away. Send her away. Listen to your wife. Why did God tell Abraham to listen to the wife? It's a lesson for guys. that don't live your life in a way that you don't listen to what your wife is saying. So my mentor told me, rule number one for a peaceful marriage, do what your wife wants. Rule number two for peaceful marriage, do what your wife wants. Rule number three for peaceful marriage, remember rule number 1 and 2, do what your wife wants, as long as it is not destiny sensitive. And I'm giving you an example of destiny sensitive. The job to take up is destiny sensitive. The business to do is destiny sensitive. Relocation is destiny sensitive. The toothpaste to buy is not destiny sensitive. The TV to buy is not destiny sensitive. Where to put the light, the color to paint the room, the curtain to buy is not destiny sensitive. Don't argue on those things. They are not destiny sensitive. Don't argue on those things, so that you avoid argument in the house. Remember, the woman is the owner, is the CEO of the home. Let her run the house. Let her run the house. There are so many things in my house, I don't even know where they keep them. If I need them, I'll say, please, where is this thing? My wife is the one that will bring it. I don't even know where they are. And I might be the one that bought it, but I don't know where they are. Because I'm not the CEO of the home. My wife is the CEO of the home. She should decide the arrangement. In fact, the room, the way we arrange the room, she decided. I wanted it. She said, I wanted it. Okay, no problem. Okay, let's do it that way. Because it is not destiny sensitive. It's not destiny sensitive. It's not destiny sensitive. It's not destiny sensitive. So you can't be arguing on those kind of things. And remember, your wife has intuition you can tap into to take some decisions. Some decision, it might not feel right. To you, you're always logical. Think. He is feeling. Don't discount that feeling. That feeling might save you some headache sometimes. It might save you some headache sometimes. So don't discount it completely. Don't discount it completely. So don't discount it completely. On the other hand, women fall in love based on what they hear. Women fall in love based on what they hear. Remember, men fall in love by what they see. Men fall in love by what they see. Women fall in love by what they hear, generally. By what they hear. You must persuade her and show her care, protection, concern through your words. Through your words. Through your words. You know, there are some brothers. The way they were trained as Christian brothers, they don't give compliment naturally because of the way they were trained. You need to begin to learn how to give compliment. Maybe you start with your sister at home because you must give it to your wife. You must make it a habit. Women are moved by what they hear. That's why they like to gist. They like to listen to you. They are moved by what they hear. What do you say? Or what are you saying about her? She's on the big side. You better don't let her come out of your mouth. Find a way to communicate the need to cut down on her carbohydrate, on the need to cut down on her fatty food, or the need to maybe do the gym, or to do intermittent fasting, but don't tell her you are too fat. That is, when you say that, you think you are talking. It will be like a tornado, earthquake, enter her body. That's the way it feels. Remember, it's not just hearing. It affects the whole body. The whole body. The whole body. So you can't just talk to her anyhow. This explains why male organ. Now, listen. This explains the reason why male organ protrude. Do you know why male organ is protruding? To plant seed. But the female organ is hidden because she has to be unraveled. She has to permit the man. She has to be unraveled. She has to permit the man. So the man is always ready, but the woman is not always ready. But the man must always be ready because she's the one planting the seed. She has to always be ready. If both of them are together, not ready, no seed planting. If there are no seed planting, humanity will go into extinction. Humanity will go into extinction. The playboy in the society capitalize on this. They know the ladies like what they hear. So they speak what the lady want to hear and sweep them up their feet in schools. And the undiscerning lady, because she's starved of compliment at home, the dad is not giving it, the brother is not giving it. So a devil-inspired boy gave it in school. Remember, boys trade love for sex. They give love by their words to get sex. But girls trade sex for love. They give their body so that someone can show them that love. So someone can show them that love. Remember, it's seduction meters. For the man, it's just two options. Is either he's interested, not interested, white or black. But for the woman, after moving away from being interested, from not being interested, the next thing is she's amused. Then she's not interested. Then she's excited. Then she's intrigued. Then she's engrossed. Then she moves on to enthrall. Then she becomes tempted. Then she gets aroused. She even gets tantalized before she becomes seduced. This is a very long journey that a woman goes through before she is seduced. That's why if a woman cheats, she wants to cheat. It's not a mistake. If a woman cheats, she wants to do it because it takes time to get to that point. It takes time to get to that point. If a woman cheats, she wants to do it. She wants to do it. She wants to do it. You see, all these processes is enough time to be able to change her mind if she does not want to do it. If she does not want to do it. It's a long journey that a woman goes through before they are seduced. When a woman has low self-respect, low self-esteem, she easily falls and gets seduced because the journey is shorter. Ladies that are deprived of love, are deprived of affection, ladies that have low self-esteem, you see, this journey is a very short one for them because they are starved of compliment, they are starved of love, they are starved of affection. Any man show up, they don't want the man to go. So if they need to give sex for the man to remain in their life, they will do it. Brothers and sisters, because peace at home will create peace at work, in life and in ministry. If you are going to be able to grow your career, fulfill your calling, live a peaceful life, you must understand these differences between men and women. And you must dwell with women with understanding so you can have peace in your home. You know, I wish I heard this before I got married. I learned this along the way. But you, many of you are hearing it before you get married. You will agree with me, you have no excuse if you have a very challenging marriage, because you now know one of the things you must do to live a peaceful life in your home. Let me listen to you today. Yes, number one on my list, Chidi. Good evening. How are you? Hello, good evening. Are you there?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes. Good evening.
Okay, all right. Good evening, sir. Sorry, I last message you sound doing now. Yeah, but now keep it away.
Your voice is not clear. Your voice is not clear. Is there any problem?
Okay, let me swap my device.
Okay.
Audio. Is it better now?
A lot clearer.
All right, all right. So yeah, I was saying that I was in and out because of the network ish in school here. So my key takeaway is more on appreciating the differences, right, between ladies and guys, and particularly some of the things I need to pay more attention to, right? And although I think in application, right, it might not be so straightforward because I mean, doing what your wife wants all the time, it's more like a lot of sacrifice on your part. But I mean,
As
peace is
long,
superior to the justice.
no. As long as it's not destiny sensitive. If you understand why you must do it, and the fact that this is not something that is affecting, is too minor an issue. That's why I gave an example. It's too minor an issue to cause, because sometimes, if you know what causes misunderstanding in home, sometimes you'll be wondering, are these people kids? They are not kids. They just have not understand the fact that there are some minor issues that I shouldn't even be worried about. So it's understanding that this is necessary that will make you to make that sacrifice. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I get. But at the same time, right? It's not going to be convenient all the time.
If
it's convenient all the time.
Convenient all the time, it will not.
Yeah.
But that is that's the price of peace.
Yeah.
That is the price
and
of
like you said, a partner that's
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So like you said, a partner that's understanding as well, we actually make it bearable and more fun and easy. Okay, so that's why it's also critical that the kind of partner also plays a very critical role to that with that as well. So for me, these are my key takeaway points.
I didn't get that.
Hello?
I didn't get that. The last thing you said, I didn't hear.
Oh, so I just highlighted that. Those are my key takeaway points from today's session.
Okay. All right, thank you. Emmy, good evening. Emmy, are you there?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. What's your full name?
Blessing Ajay.
Okay, Blessing. Okay. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
What did you learn today?
I actually learned a lot. Like I knew more about men, how a man behaves, and how they react to things, especially emotionally. Like for the fact that when you think that they are meant to like talk on some things, we ladies, we take things like serious, but you'll be surprised that this thing happened and the man is not replying to it, he's not saying anything to it. So I understand why men are like that.
Exactly.
They don't have the nature of a man. Yes, sir.
So you can avoid nagging because you now have a good understanding.
Yes, sir.
Because some ladies don't have that understanding, so they be wondering, why is it like that? Why is it not concerned? Why is it not this? Why is it? He
Yes,
doesn't
sir.
understand. He doesn't understand the guy and he's just getting worked up,
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Favor, good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, thank you very much for tonight's session. Although I actually joined a bit late, but I picked like a few things that you said. How males and females are differently built up, both in our emotions and things. And the part that really got my interest the most was that part she said that like mostly females or women or ladies or girls in general that are really starved of compliments and all of those, and people suffering from low self-esteem, it's easier for them to fall into the trap of playboys. I really agree with that. Because like if they're actually not getting it from home, they'll actually look for it elsewhere.
Yeah.
I think the way like ladies are built, they're kind of like built very emotionally. So they are very much affected. We are very much affected by what we hear.
Yeah.
And I can even cite an example. Like, for example, if you're around someone you don't know, because I know of a lady actually, this guy was actually pursuing her, wanted to have a relationship with her. And at first, she initially hated the guy, but the guy kept on persisting, like persistence. And over time, we saw that the hate it translated into something else.
Yes.
So, like, I think what you said is very correct. Like, over time and with words, and we are pretty much affected by that. So, and I've really learned a lot. Like, if I have girl children in the future, like my husband has a very important role to play in their lives, that father male figure in their brothers. So I've really learned a lot. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, thank you. Justina, good evening. Hello, Justina. Justina, are you there? Kalu David, oh, business. David, long time. Can you guys hear me? I can't hear David though. David and Justina, can you guys hear me? Chidi, can you hear me?
Good evening, sir.
Okay,
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, Justina, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you for the class.
Yeah.
I actually joined very late.
Okay.
So and network was kicking me out too.
Oh.
So the part that I joined was women are moved by what they hear, and men are moved by what they see.
Yeah.
So yes, and that's very true. And think it also helps one to understand the psychology of both, how to relate with the men and how the men can relate with the women.
Yeah.
So I'll still listen to the audio later so that I can catch up with what I missed.
All right. All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. Hello, David.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, business. Oh, business. How far?
So I'm very well, sir. I'm very well.
Are you back in school?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm back in school, sir.
Okay. Yes. What did you learn tonight?
So the program is actually it's kind of a game reminder every day that we can't stop learning. We keep learning every day. And what I learned tonight is the fact that the better you understand women, the better you live. Or the longer you live.
Easier your life becomes.
The easier your life becomes in that sense. Because the pictures he showed, some things actually showed us. You need to understand that what they say as one woman, they say as five.
I didn't get that.
I said the pictures he showed us, what we see, we guys, what we see as one, women they see it as five at times. So I think my take home is that the fact that one, I need to understand that women perception is different from our own perception. Two, also, just give it more time to understand women. Don't just assume that the way you get things easily or the way you react to things easily, women will also do the same thing to you in that sense. And I think another thing is that, well, just understand women. That's just it. The more you understand them, the better you will. That's just it, sir. Thanks so much. So much appreciate, sir.
All right. Mark Eddy. Mark Eddy, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, good evening.
Yes.
Okay, well done, sir. I actually joined late,
Okay.
but then from the comments of others and from where I joined, I think there should be a course on women.
There should be a course.
On women.
But we're already having the course now.
Like a formal study on women, anyway. That's what I'm trying to say. Because anything that will be good will be coming from a woman, and anything that will be bad will be coming from a woman. I think that's where the thing about behind a successful man, there's a woman. So we must understand that women are very key to our success or significance in life. So it's very important to understand how to relate with them. And for me, I think both must understand how to relate with each other.
Yes, yeah, it should go both ways.
It should go both ways. Otherwise, while you are trying to understand her and she does not understand you, there will be a problem because there will be, you still get to a break where you need to find someone to assist you, and she's supposed to be the one to assist to better understand her better. So I've come across a book that talks about marriage being a work that we must both be engaged in doing the work. Otherwise, if it is one person, you will get tired of doing the work one day, and that's where the situation around divorce comes in. People want to just give excuse for separation. So I think on my own part, being a man, I think I just need to learn to understand and deal with the woman. And for me, over time, I think for you to have a good relationship in your marriage, you must just foster a good communication with your spouse. Very important. Ensure that everything is discussed, and whatever agreement you have, they are all always discussed, so that you don't just assume things and then you go on taking the wrong decision in the long run. So that's for me for today. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Grant, good evening. Hello, Grant. Is Grant still there? Okay, let me answer Favor's question. Favor said, Favor, you are correct. Grant Samson, Grant, are you around? Or you are busy?
I'm around. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes, good evening.
Yes. Good evening, sir. Yeah. Okay, so my key takeaways from today are how marriage, man should leave the wife to do anything that she needs to do, provided it is not destiny sensitive, it's not purpose sensitive. So she's CEO of the house, so she's just allowed to run it. And you're going to get less conflict because that's our own area of specialization. Then number two, that compliments are very important for a man to give his wife, because once she's starved of that compliment from him, then if somebody else now gives the compliment, then she will begin to get attracted to that person. So compliments are very, very necessary.
All right. So, Favor, you are right.
Okay.
Men also are affected by what they hear, but not as much as women. You know, women, the body, the mind, everything is enwrapped together. So a man will think logically about what you said. He might discard it if he feels there is no logic behind it. But for the women, even if there's no logic behind it, the lady is fat. It doesn't look beautiful in quotes because beauty is in the eye of God. But the guy is saying it's beautiful, and he will believe it. You know, even if it appears it's not, because he's not thinking about it logically the way a man would think that this guy just deceiving me or what he's saying is correct. A lady will not look at that logic. People, go ahead. Unmute
Yes,
yourself.
sir. Thank you very much, sir. But I want to ask, like what you said, that some men, like men generally, they are logical. They always like to reason, and women are kind of emotional.
Yes.
But like, does this same thing apply to those LGBT guys that are like gays and all of that? Does it apply to them?
Now, for LGBT, what has happened is that there are some of them really that have a problem, hormonal problem, actually. Now, because of the nature of the hormones in their body that make them to have the same kind of disposition as women, it's possible that they also have this problem, as they have this challenge rather, even though, so he's a gay and he behaves like a man. Not the one that, you know, some people, it's along the line, the exposure in secondary school expose them to gay. Not, I'm talking about the one that, you know, that some people that from birth, they already, like when I was in school, there was a guy, a particular guy, he behaved like a girl, as in secondary school. The way he talked, the way he his gesture, he just behaved like a girl. And my school was a boys only school. And this was he was in primary school. So there are some people that have that predisposition because of what's the name? Because of hormone imbalance. And those issues can be sorted out, you know, because now the medical, which is the issue I have with LGBT. When you have a problem and you don't want anybody to solve the problem because you want to remain like that, even though it's like I have a headache, and I said, no, don't fix my headache problem. I'm okay with it. But it's abnormal because everybody in the world is LGBT. How will you be born? How are we going to procreate? So it's a problem already. It's not following the natural occurrence of human, but you want it so. That's the issue I have with them. But I think they need help. And as much as possible, society needs to help them. People in society also hate them. And particularly church and believers, the way our disposition to them is not really very encouraging. But it's possible that someone appear a male and actually have those feelings of female. And like I said, these are generally, some people are not like this. Even though generally it's female like this, generally male like this, some people are not, for one reason or the other. Is that okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much, everyone. See you next week. We still continue on this conversation. I told you this one will likely lead to the end of February. We start discussing finance issue from March. Have a wonderful week ahead, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye, sir. Good night, sir.